Welcome back to Glanigorse Park. Minimoto Pro is up next. Earlier in the day, I spoke to the man that won the televised race last time out, Johnny Garness. Here with Johnny Garness from Bill Base Suzuki. Johnny, you didn't have the best start to the season earlier at Rowra. You had a bit of a nightmare there, but you ripped it up at Wilton Mill last time. You won the televised race comfortably. You had 2 wins and a second on the weekend. It's put you within 12 points of the championship lead. Are you thinking about the championship now? Is it in your mind?
Yeah, this track is quite slippy. Eddie O'Shea is going really fast. I was 3rd fastest in morning warm-up, so I might get a top 3 and catch some points up with the championship leader.
And you're talking about here at Glanigorse Park, of course. It's been wet. It's supposed to be dry for the race later on, but we'll have to wait and see. The track's taking a bit of time to dry out. But as far as the championship's concerned in Minimoto Pro, there's some very famous riders over the years have won this Cool FAB Championship. How are you feeling about the championship? Are you confident that you can go all the way to the final round and win the championship now? Because you're getting close. You're just 12 points off the lead. I guess you're hoping this weekend to go out of here with the championship lead, are you?
Yeah. There's one more round to go, and it's going to be Rowra again. They changed Donington, and I'm feeling quite comfortable with the championship win.
OK, well, good luck today.
Thank you.
Starting from the second row of the grid, Johnny Garness. 0.02 of a second covered the 2 men on the front row of the grid, though, in qualifying. Ross Maguire and Eddie O'Shea. Johnny Garness was only 0.04 quicker than James Cook alongside him on the second row. Walker, Foster, Parker, Jeffrey, Dylan Mellor and Ryan Hitchcock round out the top 10. We're about to get ourselves under starters' orders. Keep an eye on Josh Bannister. Starting from 11th on the grid, he should be a hard charger. But Ross Maguire, championship leader, starts from the front of the grid. But with Eddie O'Shea, only 0.02 of a second slower than him in qualifying. It genuinely is an open contest for the win. Here we go. Good start from the front of the grid from Eddie O'Shea, who bolts out of the blue. Now that is Johnny Garness in 4th position, trying to move up. He got bogged in by Ross Maguire. He's going to get past Maguire. He's going to get past James Cook as well. So he's up into 2nd position. Cracking start from Johnny Garness, up into 2nd place from 3rd on the grid. Ross Maguire down to 4th behind James Cook.
Mason Foster made a good start as well. Had a look up the inside of Ross Maguire, but couldn't get it done. He's still there, though, in 5th place. Easy to spot with that yellow front fairing. But it's Eddie O'Shea for Bournemouth Kawasaki GYG Speedfit out front. What a cracking start for Eddie. As you said earlier, Jake, the time qualifying was absolutely immense in this class, and it promises much for the race. Johnny Garness there in 2nd.
They come down towards Devil's Elbow now. Eddie O'Shea leading the way from Johnny Garness, James Cook and championship leader Ross Maguire in 4th. There is your man in 2nd, Johnny Garness, already threatening to take on our race leader Eddie O'Shea in the club corner. And there in 5th position, trying to chase them down. Very easy to spot from a distance, that bike. Mason Foster, and side by side for the lead. That's Garness through, I do believe. Garness has got through into the lead. Yes, the 57 has hit the front for the first time in this race as they come up towards that tight right-hander hairpin at turn 3. They will drop down Damon Hill, and it's a battle. Johnny versus Eddie. It's Garness versus O'Shea as they come into the carousel.
Ollie Walker is leading the chase in 6th place, but it's a cracking battle out front as they come up towards us. Great overall picture of the race action from the drone one more time. That's the 2nd of the compression corners. That's the 3rd one into the hairpin now. The first left-hander go right-handed into Devil's Elbow. Track drops away there 5 or 6 feet, and they come out of that turn into Paddock Bend. The final turn on the circuit, and up the inside for 3rd place is Ross Maguire. Maguire through to 3rd, James Cook down to 4th. Then comes Foster, Walker, Hitchcock. Jimmy Parker's there from Troy Jeffrey, and Jack Kirsch goes through in 10th place.
O'Shea trying to make the moves on Garness, but this is a fantastic battle for 3rd position and through into that 3rd place. No, oh, Johnny Garness! Johnny Garness has dropped it! Unbelievable! Johnny Garness has gone at the spoon curve. He's bashing the bike in fury. Oh, poor Johnny Garness, having taken the lead, fought his way through to 3rd position. He is absolutely enraged. But Johnny, you've just got to forget about it. Get back on the bike and do the best you can.
He's gone down on the low side, damaged the bike. He's banged it back into shape, and he's got going again. And that's what we want to see. Lots of character straight back on, sorts the bike out and gets going again.
Well, this is a very big problem now for Johnny Garness. He slips down to 13th position by my maths. Eddie O'Shea is leading the way from Maguire and Cook. They come through. Mason Foster leading the charge in fourth, ahead of Ollie Walker and Ryan Hitchcock. Jimmy Parker's got a bit of space over Troy Jeffrey, and then comes the battle behind, led by Jack Kirsch with Josh Bannister, Charlie Tilley, that's Johnny Garnes on the back of this 5 bikes as they all squabble for position. He's going to get through 3 of them in one fell swoop. Talk about the comeback kid. Johnny Garnes straight back in a 10th position in one move. That is absolutely sensational.
There's one man, Ollie Walker, who knows about falling off when you lead in the race. He can commiserate with Johnny Garnes, I'm sure, but Garnes getting it done straight back on, making places up and saving championship points, which is what you need to do. If you DNF in this championship, you don't score any points, and it makes for a really interesting dynamic. Great pictures from the drone, the top 3 through the line, and this is the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. That's Foster in front of Walker and Hitchcock.
Absolutely fantastic, this 3-way scrap. Johnny Garnes, by the way, has now got to the front of that battle. He's now up to 9th, past Kirsch, past Bannister, past Tilley, and past Stuart Campbell. Absolutely incredible. Trying to make a move on the inside. We've got another rider down. Not entirely sure who that is walking away in the background, but it looks as though we've got another retirement from the race. I wonder if that's Ben Smith, who has retired there. Ben Smith will be the first retirement. I'm thinking about Johnny Garnes, of course, who fell but has got going again. So Ben Smith is out of the race. This is the battle for the lead approaching traffic. So Eddie O'Shea still trying to hang on in front of Ross Maguire and James Cook. They all sort their way through, no problem at all, as they come into Paddock Bend to cross the start-finish line once again. But Eddie O'Shea looks as if he's got himself a little bit of space at the moment to be comfortable. He's got a few bike lengths, although that can change very quickly around here.
Very quickly indeed.
Very quickly.
There goes Ross Maguire up the inside. I'm not sure what's happened to Eddie O'Shea's bike. Looks like he's got an issue. Cook goes past as well. Is that the end for Eddie O'Shea? Looks like he may have cooked his motor.
That is a disaster. Eddie O'Shea may have some mechanical problems. Looking back to the 4th position battle, it's kicking off there as well. Mason Foster still leading the charge with Walker and Hitchcock battling away for position, but Eddie O'Shea looks as though he's got back up to speed again. He's still there, albeit now in 3rd position with Maguire through and James Cook through as well, but 4th position incredibly tight as they come out of the compression complex into the left-hand hairpin before Devil's Elbow.
I'm not sure what problem Eddie O'Shea had with that bike going up the straight last time, but it looks like whatever the problem was, he's got it sorted now. He's all over the back of James Cook there. He's in 3rd place, Cook in 2nd as they go up Dragon Straight one more time. Here's Foster, Walker and Hitchcock, and in the background, just make out Eddie O'Shea looked like he was going through for 2nd place. Here's that battle for 4th, 5th and 6th though.
Well, he just about sorted it out there, I think, into 2nd position. It looks as though Dylan Mellor is on the move as well. He's caught up to that little tussle for 10th position, because Johnny Garnes is moving his way up through the field. Garnes is, I was going to say Garnes is 9th. He's not now. He's 7th because he's got past both Jimmy Parker and Troy Jeffrey. Bannister is leading that charge for 10th position in front of Kirsch and Stuart Campbell. Dylan Mellor's now on the back of it. Look at Eddie O'Shea, though. He's now right on the back of Ross Maguire. That bike is clearly a little bit more, has more grunt in it than we thought it did.
Yeah, he seemed to have the problem up the straight 2 laps ago. Then last time round, he made the move for 2nd place. We're into the last lap, going through Club Corner for the last time up the on the outside. He made the move.
Glorious!
Eddie O'Shea takes the lead.
Glorious. When the bike had a deficiency a few laps ago, now it's on song. Absolutely brilliant. He gets the horsepower out of the bike. It bites up the hill and now down Damon Hill towards the carousel. He's defending to the inside line and he's going to need to. Ross Maguire's coming straight back round the outside, takes the lead back again up to the compression complex. So Maguire leads again. These two are going to battle it right the way to the death. Oh, this is fantastic. Shades of Aaron Slight versus Carl Fogarty in the days of the World Superbikes. And still, we're not sure which of these two is going to get it. Down the Devil's Elbow. They've got a slower bike in front of them. The leader gets held up. He's going to go to the inside. Round the outside comes O'Shea. Oh, my word. O'Shea's going to get him on the line. O'Shea wins it. What a ride. Absolutely brilliant.
Eddie O'Shea on the switchback. Foster just holds on to 4th place. We'll have a look at the replay as Roger Keys, the championship organiser, nearly gets himself run over. So here we go then, down through Devil's Elbow, back marker in front. Now, Ross Maguire gets bogged there, and now he takes the narrow line. Eddie now is looking for the big switchback. He's going to take the normal racing line, takes a wide line into the turn, gets the switchback down the inside. Ross nearly leaves him off, but not quite. Eddie holds on for a classic finish in one of the best mini bikes races of all time. O'Shea wins it from Maguire, Cook, Foster, Garness, Hitchcock, Walker, Parker, Jeffrey and Josh Bannister rounding out the top 10. Ross Maguire has a 4-point championship lead going to the final round at Rowrah.